Ben Hatchett, Let's Be Real TV, sponsored by Terrace Colt. Welcome to Let's Be Real with me, Ben Hatchett. Today, special guest, Danielle Mason.
Hello.
What's happening?
I'm good, are you alright?
I'm good, good.
Good. Nice to meet you.
No,
Thanks for having me on.
No, most definitely. So, I want to get you on because I know you've got a bit of a story.
Have I?
You have.
So have you?
That's it. So I thought us coming together. I think it's going to be an interesting talk. So, for those that don't know you, obviously why don't you tell us about yourself?
So, basically, I went to private school, junior school. Like, I did have like quite a good upbringing, and then I went to private school.
Where did you grow
senior
up?
School. So my family originally from Bethnal Green, and they moved out to a place called Sandhurst, Crowthorne. I think you might know it.
Yeah, I know that.
Yeah.
I lived there for a bit.
Yeah, you did, didn't you, in Baltimore? I grew up there. Then I got put in a convent when I was 12,
What's a convent?
A convent. It's run by nuns.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it's all girls, run by nuns.
Oh.
That's probably why I turned out the way I did. And so I basically grew up there at this convent in Ascot. And then from there, I went and worked doing airline stuff, but I was studying as an actor at the same time, so I did like all my acting training and stuff. And then from there, I did do a bit of film stuff, like I did this Hollywood film actually that Heath Ledger had worked on, but he's passed away now. So I started in that, and I decided that I really liked that stuff.
What was it? What was the film?
It was called The Four Feathers with Heath Ledger and Kate Hudson. So I started off, and then...
Was that your first film?
Yeah, and then it was only a tiny part though, don't get excited. It was only a tiny part, but it was good because I was like obviously on set with like Hollywood producers and Hollywood actors and stuff, like sitting in the makeup bus getting my makeup done with Heath Ledger, and it was like I was just like, this is what I want to do. And then I ended up doing work experience at Eastenders because at the time my sister, well, she still is on Eastenders, but your
sister still in Eastenders now?
Yeah.
Who's your sister?
Kat Slater.
Kat Slater.
So,
is that your sister?
Yeah. Did you not know that?
No, I didn't say everyone else.
Everybody fucking knows that.
Yeah, Kat
Slater. So, no, she got me work experience. So I started doing work experience on EastEnders, and I was like, I only worked as a runner, and she was like, I want her to like do a work experience working with the Moons. Like it's like Shane Ritchie and stuff.
Yeah, because it was Kat Slater and Alfie Moon, wasn't it?
Yeah.
There was like
I was only making cups of tea and stuff, but I worked there for like a week, and then at the end of the week I said, I don't want to work behind cameras, I want to be in front. So I had a meeting with them. Then that night, me and my sister ended up going out for dinner, and she said, we was talking about page 3 for the Sun, because at the time it was like a really big thing, doing page 3.
Now, when was this? How many years back is this?
Oh, 2004.
Yeah, so it's all booming like...
Yeah, it was. The money was good. Like
I was away. No, I went away then.
Yeah, I bet you probably were. You've been away for quite a time.
I don't know if I was away then, but when I was away, it was always about the page 3 anyway.
I know that the Baltimore patients used to see my page 3.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
I've probably seen when you page 3, there you go.
No, because my mum's friend worked there, and she used to go and chat to the patients, and my mum's next door neighbour, they went and did it, and I was like, please can you not show them my page 3, because I was scared. Because I know you're not as loony as that, but some of them are really loony, aren't they?
Yeah. 100%.
So I worked there. Anyway, within that week, I somehow met Katie Price's agent at the same time, and within that week, I was then on the front cover of The Sun, like... Danielle Mason doing page 3, and then it was there with boobies out.
So why'd they make a big thing out of it?
Because of her, because of my sister.
Because of your sister.
Because at the time, she still is quite big, but she was like picking up awards left, right, and centre. So they was like, oh my god, like Kat's sister does page 3. So it become like this big like front cover thing. And then I was doing like page 3 every week. The money was really good. It's not glamour modelling. It doesn't pay out anymore like that because girls on Instagram do it for basically like nothing.
Yeah.
But back in the day, like I went to Barbados, like travelled and just went to really cool parties and stuff. And But yeah, no, obviously there's like a bit of a shitter with it because people think that like because you do page 3 you're easy, and that's not the case.
Why do you think people think that?
Because they think, oh, this girl's on there getting her wangers out.
What is it? Wangers?
Wangers.
I've never heard that one in my life.
Boobs.
I know. I've never heard wangers in my life.
It's like, mate.
I thought I was down with the lingo as well.
Yeah, but like people need to get with it because for me, I think like someone naked, it's artistic, but for other people, they look at it and they think slag. But then there's like a lot of good people that have come, like Melinda Messenger, like a lot of big people have come from page 3 background. But I got trolled for it, like I was easy, and I was thinking, mate, you can look, but it doesn't mean you can touch. Do you know what I mean? And then from there, I just went on and got some reality TV shows and.
But let's talk about the trolling of it. Let's talk about that, innit?
Yeah.
So what kind of trolling did you get?
So if I ever like fall out with someone, it's not like I never would ever pick on someone for nothing, but I don't like bullies. Like I've done a lot of charity work with like bullying charities and stuff like that.
That's good because I was bullied as a kid.
Was you?
Yeah, people don't realise because of like my background with violence, and I was actually bullied as a kid. So one of the reasons, so that's like
that might be why you ended up going the other way because you rebelled against it.
Dude, I started fighting back, but yeah.
Bless you.
But no, I didn't hear that. Honestly, that's why I started getting emotional when you actually work with them.
Yeah, no, I did like a couple of stories, and I donated all the money from the press that I was getting to these bullying charities. I mean, don't get me wrong, like I think the problem with youngsters is I don't think they realise the impact that trolling has on people mentally, which is why they need to learn from a young age, because they don't think that a little comment can really like mess someone up in the head. So I just found like every time if someone was ever going to throw a nasty comment at me, it was like, slag, you did page 3, slag. Well, it doesn't mean that I fucking sleep around though, does it?
No.
Like, but that's the first thing that people say about me. Oh, you get your tits out, you got your tits out, you got your tits. And it's like, mate, you're boring. You're boring. Like, and the thing is, the people that say it are the ones that actually are whores, do you know what I mean? And I do sleep with other people's husbands and do sleep with other people, but they've got the cheek to like go at me, and I think I don't sleep with anyone's husband, like I don't sleep around, like, so yeah, no.
How was you dealing with the trolling? Like mentally?
No, not good.
Tell me.
Like, there was a situation where someone like really went at me and put a video out, and I can tell you now, I couldn't get out of bed for like a week. It literally made me so suicidal, like just knowing that this video was going viral, that someone had put out about me. And I'm not going to mention any names or anything, they know who they are, but they put out like really nasty videos that I had to like pay a lawyer a lot of money to, because none of it was true, it was all slander. But people were sharing this video everywhere, and I thought, how can you share a video like that where someone is actually bullying? And it's the same people that put out videos like this that then go and tweet, be kind, like Caroline Flack and stuff. And I think, but you're not kind because you wouldn't share videos like that and you wouldn't put out videos like that. Basically, really went to town on me, and I was literally broke for it. I still can't really get over it now. Like, it really done me.
I can see it in your eyes. You can see it.
Because obviously I've got kids, it's not nice.
So you say about a week you literally locked yourself away? Right? This thing with these fucking trolls, and that's one of the reasons I wanted to get on as well, talking about these fucking trolls, like people that don't realise the effect that they're having by saying these things and digging people out. Do you get what I mean?
Don't get me wrong, I think like when I was younger, I did used to like have a go at people, but it's only like, you know, where you watch them on telly and they're like bullying someone, like I can't stand bullies. And where I'm so like where I'm so open and honest, like I really will, like I used to go at people, but I've learned now just to, I won't engage with like, I just won't engage with it because it just escalates. So I just rather just keep my mouth shut.
So tell me about that time when you was going through it for the week. Where was your head at? When you're sitting there and you literally locked yourself away. I'm not even going to ask you about the videos. I'm probably going to be thinking, asking about these videos. It's up to you. But I just want to know where your head was at that week when you locked yourself away.
I just felt like I was no good for the kids. I just felt embarrassed for them. Like I felt like other kids would end up bullying them over this stupid video that had gone out. And it wasn't even true. That was the hard thing. And like nobody really stuck up for me because they didn't want to get involved. But I had a lot of nice messages and stuff, but yeah, it done me. It did do me. But yeah, I feel like this is a counselling session.
Just being real, that's what it's about, though, isn't it? It's important that, that's interesting, that people don't realise. Like before I went away, it was MSN. Do you remember MSN? Like there were none of these sort of like, you know, videos didn't really sort of pop off, and like I'd be fucked. Like if I was at the way I was at school and there was all this sort of like Facebook and Instagram and that, like, do you know how many bad videos there would be about me? Like I'd be fucked, like literally. So, you know, I get it, and obviously now I've come back into it's a different world, and you know, when you have a certain platforms like yourself and that, like you're still human, whatever happens, videos will say yes, and people want to troll and that, and I think it's important. That's why, like I'm saying, it does affect, like it's easy for someone to sit behind a computer on these bullshit fucking fake names as well, these trolling names, and be like, dig this and dig people out. Do you get what I'm saying? Like that's fucking cowardly, and it's disgusting, and it's trolling. I've walked out into a world where people troll. Like I remember, you know, when you had a problem, you had a straightener. But you know what I mean, or MSN, if you know, you poke them, like you poke the shit out of them until they come and have a straightener with you. That's what I used to poke, and you know what I mean, remember? We used to poke on MSN. Do you remember? Innit? I used to poke the shit out of people. But no, like all these mad like
people just will like want to embarrass you and like publicly humiliate you. And the thing was, like, when you've got PR companies and you've got endorsements and stuff, like, you're not going to go on your social media and be like, right, meh. You're not going to hit that because you can't, because you've got to be sensible and strong. But really, you just want to put a video back and just be like, fuck you. But you can't. So
how did you come back from that? How did you bounce back then?
I just kept myself to myself and just stayed off social media for a bit. Obviously, I got a lawyer. I had to pay out a lawyer, and just had to shut them down that way. There was nothing that I could do. Like, it's just, the thing is, I have retaliated before to trials, and they've ended up filming me and then selling it to the newspaper. So that's not a way that I can go. So I just have to, like, just shut up and just sit back and just shut myself away. But it makes you stronger. Like, I'm happy. Like, I'm a happy person. So obviously it hasn't done that much damage.
What don't break ya? What don't break ya?
It makes you stronger.
There you go. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You said about a stalker.
Yeah. Oh my God. This is a stalker.
I want to know this. I want to know the stalker.
Right. I didn't know who it was. I was just getting death threats, and they were saying,
like a stalker, because obviously.
No, they were saying they were going to come to my house and kill me and my kids, and it was all over because something had been in the paper about me dating someone that they had an obsession with.
Who was that? Who was it?
It was a dick. Can I not mention his name?
Right.
No.
I was just curious.
This girl, but obviously...
Oh, was it a girl? So it wasn't a guy?
It was a girl.
See, when you said
she was going to murder me. And
I thought it was like some guy who was sort of like obsessed with you because...
No, I have had that as well, but I don't really take any notice. I just leave them in the other inbox in my Instagram. But this girl like went to another level, and I was like, geez, because she was obviously talking about doing things to my kids and stuff like that. Yeah, it was quite big. It was in the press and stuff, like, but she ended up apologising to me, but I was just like, fuck off.
Yeah.
Like after you've said, she said really sick stuff as well, like sick, twisted stuff, and I was like, jeez. Mate, yeah, no, that was just another little incident, but...
And that all went in the papers and all that was in the media.
Yeah, no, that was all on the front covers and stuff, and I was like, geez. But she had an obsession with someone that was on Celebrity Big Brother, and it had come out that I'd been on a date with them, and I don't know what had been going on, but she got this mad obsession with me, and I couldn't, fake profiles. I still get messages from her now of other fake profiles, but I just think, yeah, but because I know who it is now, obviously I don't know her personally, but you always get mad incidents like that, like if you're in public eye, you always get mad stuff. Like A-list just must get really fucking mad stuff.
What's it like, Laura, like I've been in the papers a few times. Well, some of my antics have been in the papers.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I've made the front newspaper of the Sun myself, actually. My writing brought more that made front page of the Sun. So we're connected. We're connected right there, isn't it? But what's it like with that? Because obviously, Mum, not doing names. I was just a problematic guy in the system. But with you, it's like they're like proper naming you in the paper. Do you know what I mean? When it's like. Because this is back in the day as well. So this was like a bit before, it's not before social media, but do you know what I mean? People are still reading papers. Like, I don't really think people read papers too tough these days, isn't it? It's more
no, because it's all online,
Exactly.
Yeah.
So like, obviously back in the day, it is all, like saying, page 3, and that's the only time I used to get a paper anyway when I was away, but like, that's the only day people used to get paper, and you're getting these papers, and there you are, like, bam, like you're saying, you're in it, there's stories about it. How does that make you feel?
Like the first time that I was in the paper, I was literally like, I couldn't even look at it. But to be honest, when something is in, I tend to not look at it. Like people message me, like when I started doing page 3, like, and my phone literally shut down, but I don't look at it. Like, I know it's coming, if I know something's coming out, I don't read it and I don't look at it because I feel like I just cut myself off from it. Even if I've done the interview myself, like, I just don't like to look at it. I just feel embarrassed. But I just, it goes out there and, I just don't tend to look at it.
No.
Yeah, especially if it's bad press, I won't even look at it. There's things that I've never even looked at in the press that have, like, nasty stuff that's been written about me. I've never looked at it because I just don't want to know. Yeah. So coming after all this then, the acting. Yeah.
Let's talk about the acting.
Yeah. The problem with the acting was I got really sidetracked with reality TV. Like, I got pulled into, like, reality TV shows. Like,
what did you do? What was the first reality TV show you done?
I did one about paparazzi, which was it was following me as a page 3 girl. It was just about my modelling.
Oh, yeah.
That went out on BBC 3, and then I went and did Snog, Marry and Avoid, like the celebrity special.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and they gave me a makeover, and then I went on. I've done so much stuff, but I remember one of the biggest things I did, which got 15 million viewers, was Big Fat Gypsy Wedding.
You was on that?
Yeah, but I didn't get married. I was with a travelling man, and we got 15 million viewers off our episode because I'm obviously a gorger, and I was going into the travelling community from a page 3 background, so it was like quite a big thing because obviously the women aren't supposed to be like that. So I did that, and then I've done...
Was that obviously the Big Fat Gypsy Weddings? I remember watching some of them when I was away. Like, that was like Channel 4 stuff. Was it Channel 4?
Yeah.
Channel 4, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they was like quite popular when they come.
It was well popular because people like didn't know the insights of actually like what goes on in traveller life. So I did that, but I got a lot of stick for that as well. Because
you got stick again.
Yeah.
What for this? What?
Because I was a page 3 girl again, going into a community that is not supposed to do things like that, but you are what you are. Do you know what I mean? I can't change what I've done, and I'm not gonna So yeah, I did that, and then just went on and done other TV. I did like This Morning. I did cooking and stuff on This Morning a couple of times.
Can you cook?
Yeah, I can cook. I was on with Eamon and Ruth.
Oh yeah.
And then in between all these, I was doing like little bits in British films. So I did Fanged Up, which was a movie. Your friend Joe.
Oh, Joe. Which one?
Joe was on it.
Oh, Joey's in that one.
Joe.
Which one?
Joe
Josh?
Egan.
Joe Egan was there.
Yeah. Is it Joe Egan?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, my friend Joe, I watched all Joe's films. I know them all. Like,
Fanged Up.
yeah.
He did Fanged Up. Unless he was
Yeah, I know. I
dancing
watched.
with
That's one of
someone.
my favourite ones of Joe. Like. Sorry, Joe.
Yeah. And then I did, what have I done? Rise of the Foot Soldier.
Rise of the Foot Soldier.
The thing is though, you do all these parts and then they end up getting cut, so you're a bit like, oh, okay.
That's what Josh was telling me as well.
Yeah.
Like, sometimes he's been in some other films and that, like, you get excited, but then when it comes
Yeah,
to all
because
that
I
fun
played
editing-
opposite Josh in Rise of the Foot Soldier, just for like a small part. And then, so I did Fanged Up. I did one called Stag Night, which was actually like quite a long part. But I always get like the good time girl roles.
Was it a good time? What do you mean, good
You know,
time?
like the strippers and the escorts and stuff like that. I must just have that.
Is that what it's called? The good time girl? Is that?
Good time girl? Yeah, like.
I don't know,
so,
that's the new
yeah, I
one.
always
This
get-
is
I
new
always get
lingo
the
to
good-
me. I'm learning.
Yeah, like I'd never get cast as a doctor or something like that because I'm just not a serious person.
I can see you as a doctor.
Really?
Yeah.
What, a kinky one?
Killed me off there, innit? I wish we had doctors like you at Broadmoor, do you know what I mean? I felt we'd have got out a long time ago, innit?
I told you, I did go for a job at Broadmoor once.
Shut up.
I
Did you go for a job
Yeah.
in Broadmoor?
Yeah.
Oh no, we've got to talk about this, innit?
Well, I'll tell you for why, right? Because obviously, like, Broadmoor's not far from mine. My dad hit the roof. But I used to do a lot of swimming, and I used to swim for, like, the south of England when I was young. This lifeguard job came up at Broadmoor, and I was like, oh, prison, men. I want a job there. And it was, my dad was like, I did like an over-the-phone interview, and then they started going on to me about I need to do self-defence and stuff, and I was thinking, why? And that because apparently they get attacked a lot in there.
Yeah, staff get attacked in there.
Yeah. So I was thinking, and my dad was like, you're not working there, you'll get freaking drowned. So I didn't follow through with it. But there's always jobs coming up for like PA to like psychiatrists working on wards and stuff like that. And obviously before I did all the page 3 stuff, I used to be quite academic. So I used to always see, I just used to be interested in stuff like that.
What made you interested in going with Broadmoor? Where do you think the curiosity?
Just because like, I just find like serial killers and that just so fucked up. Like I want to know, like, just want to know like how their brain ticks. I find it quite interesting.
I live with them.
Yeah.
I've had fights with some of them. I've been out by some of them. I mean, it's crazy.
Yeah. No, yeah. So yeah, I found it quite interesting.
Yeah.
Like, can I just ask? Do they actually, you know, like prisoners? They say like sometimes they bonk the screws. Do they actually do that? Because loads of my friends say that they do it, that goes on.
It doesn't, it doesn't.
Also, it does then?
It does and it doesn't. I can't remember how I was going to say this. You know, I had a bit of a fling with one of the staff, not in Broadmoor.
Did ya?
In Ashworth. That's the first time I put it out there.
Wow.
Yeah.
Was she like officer?
Yeah. I can't believe I actually put it out there. That was actually on the Amazon, that some of it and that as well. There was a bit of investigation with it.
Did you fall in love with her? Did you fall in love with her?
No, you're telling this on me now, ain't you? Do you know what I did?
Because you don't get any like girls that like. Well, because you're not.
She was similar age to me, and I mean, this in Ashworth. So this was up in Liverpool. This was like the Scousers ones. And in Broadmoor and that, the staff were bad as well. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, it wasn't happening like that. Do you know what I mean? But I think, in Ashworth, the Scousers and all that, and there's like, you know, there was my age and all that sort of, there's a new generation sort of staff going through. A lot of people sort of retirement now. There's a lot of people going for jobs and that. And there's one me. I won't name her, even though she did sort of break my heart.
Did she?
She did. Like, this is the first time I've spoken about this. Not one podcast I've done I've ever spoken about it. It's only a little bit on Amazon that's not out, you know.
Yeah, it's cool. Spit it out.
No, spit it out. So, yeah, like I had, she come on, we started working, and then I think we just clicked. We built up a bit of rapport.
Does it go on a lot in there?
Not in the high school. In the prisons and that it does. Like when I was in Lewis, my cellmate he was having a sexual relationship like with the woman that did the stop people smoking in prison.
Yeah.
But that's when I sort of manipulated the situation and I started using that to get drugs and that into the prison and the phones. That's what caused my problem with I had a big beef with a family in Worthing because of like phones and drugs that were coming in.
Yeah.
So like I was using this guy. I named him because he's a piece of shit. Eugene, because he grassed up in the end, and basically, like I remember, I got that many phones in. I was getting that many. They brought what you call a Bosch chair.
Yeah.
So basically, it's like a chair, and it's like a metal stepper. And like obviously in prison, we stick phones up our asses. That's real. That's the nitty gritty. That's the reality. That's
what,
the
big ones?
Well, no, these are back in. It's not like fucking iPhones now. Like this was back when I was in prison. Do you remember like the lipsticks?
Yeah, but how do you talk? Do they not like smell a bit shitty? What are you talking of? Sorry.
Oh, what a shit call that is, eh? Fucking hell. But this podcast is going another way, innit? Do you know what I mean? Hey. Well, I don't know where to start. So yeah. Where are we? So yeah, I started getting the phones and that. So I manipulated the situation. So I knew my cellmate. I got in that cell. I got a lot of Scouse friends in Brighton. They know who they were. Big up my, you know what I mean. So I had a lot of Scouse ties there. So at lunchtime, I was getting the phones and the drugs in like Amber Leaf smoking patches, and then she would meet them at lunchtime, and they'd bring it in, and she would bring them in. So I was just getting phones. So everyone that was part of the team in Lewis at that time, and I was, you know, I made money. But I had a problem with another family from Worthing, and that went over to another prison, and that's what caused, you know, a bit tick for tat beef that I had with them. They slashed me, one of them got hurt, and yeah. But yeah, to answer the question, I used to watch that. She looked at the cell while them two was doing their bits. I swear down.
Really?
Yeah, I swear down.
Naughty girl.
Look, we should write Cougar. She's like 50 odd.
Really?
Swear down.
She loved the dick.
Eugene gave it the dick, didn't he? But he grassed it all up in the end. He got caught. We all got caught phones. He stuck it all on me. He grassed her up. So, do you know what I mean? But anyway, yeah. So it does happen. Obviously, in Nashville, I won't name her, but you know, it was never a sexual thing. She ain't doing that in the higher secures. But we did have it. There was a bit of a kiss, and there was like, you know, a bit of, I can't believe I'm saying all this. Yeah, there was like, you know, there was bits, but you know, it was never like the, you know what I'm saying?
The bangy bang bang.
The bangy bang bang. I'm learning new words. No, there was none of like, do you know what I mean, never all the way, but to be honest, it was more like, we got obviously really emotionally connected, obviously feelings got involved and all that. And like, the thing is, where my sister was living up in Blackpool at the time as well, like, obviously the Ashworth's in Liverpool.
Yeah.
And then she was actually staying around my sister's house.
Really?
Swear down. Like, this staff was actually staying around my sister's house sometimes. And when my sister come and visited me, Paige, the staff would actually drop her not far off when she would come and visit me.
Really?
How mad is that?
I've heard it goes on a lot in prison.
It goes on. I think if it was a lower secure, we probably would have gone a bit more. But obviously, because it is higher secure, you can't really pull it off because it's so high structure. Yeah. In Broadmoor it did happen, there's articles about it.
I've seen articles about it as well.
Well, I actually attacked one of the geezers. One of the articles is about Otis Morrow. He's a terrible sex offender. He's one I severely hurt him.
But there's some big ones in Broadmoor. Who, was it Fred Weston that in there or not?
I don't think it's Fred, no. It was the Yorkshire Ripper.
The Yorkshire Ripper. He's dead now though, isn't he?
No, I don't think so.
I'm sure he died last year.
No, that was the one I was going to take hostage. That was Ian Brady.
Oh, okay.
That was in Ashworth.
Jeez.
Yeah, I did 9 months segregation over him.
But why did they move you to Broadmoor? Like, you got to be a bit whoopity-whooped.
I love these words that we're coming up with. I'm learning them all. No, yeah, there was a big kick-off. Like, what was going on in the ward at the time wasn't right, so I took a bit of a stand. I knew the consequences, but, you know, do I regret it? No, absolutely not. Like, what needed to be done, and, you know, there's a cover-up, and obviously in Amazon, that's not me just saying there's a cover-up, there was a cover-up. Even staff, there's actually things on the internet, like, public never told about Broadmoor right, they tried playing it right down, because what was going on at the time was so wrong, they was keeping us all locked up all the time on this certain wards. And, yeah, I fought the system. You know, I fought the system. I knew what was going to happen, but you know, sometimes you got to do bad for the better good, if that makes sort of sense. Out of all the things I've done, I regret so much, but I don't regret that whatsoever. That place is hell on earth, and what they was doing was wrong on that wood.
At Broadmoor?
At Broadmoor, yeah.
But would the screws mind you giving, like, Ian Brady and that, like, a bit of a slap?
Well, they stuck me fucking 9 months segregation.
Because if I was a screw, I'd be like, go on, give him a slap on the secret.
You know, anyone in the normal public would sort of think that, but no. We're there, they got all like duty of care and all that sort of shit, innit?
Duty of care.
I know. He got the red carpet treatment in Ashworth as well. That's what's wrong. Like, everyone got like sort of locked up at 9, except from him.
Yeah.
Like on that ward, but he couldn't get to his ward. But you know.
It's a joke.
No,
it's a joke.
So back onto you.
Yeah. Sorry.
That's all right. Where was we?
At the moment, I'm just doing auditions for films and stuff, and like small acting parts and short films, but I did actually do an audition for a French cabaret, which was theatre. It's coming to London. It's between London and Paris, which I have actually got the part, but they're being funny about opening theatres at the moment, so I don't, but it is quite a big part. So I might be going, hopefully when we get all the dates for the theatres, I'll probably be going on tour with them.
No,
which is 3 years though. So
3 years?
Yeah.
What, is this going to be in actual France? Like?
But between London and, UK tour, and then some in Paris.
Some in
Paris
between. As well.
Yeah, so I had to do all this Zoom auditioning in lockdown. And I did get the part. So, yeah.
That's good.
It was between me and another girl, so I think we were going to alternate. I can't say the word, alternate, that's it, yeah.
I'll make words up, you know.
But just waiting, everything's waiting on dates. Yeah. And then obviously my agent puts me up for a lot of reality TV stuff.
How do you feel about, like, obviously, with reality TV?
Reality TV people, like, I know I am one myself, but I find them quite knobby. Like, I just think like a lot of reality TV stars are too much above their station. Like, if you was to look at someone like Angelina Jolie, she don't carry on the way like reality TV stars carry on. Like, to me, that's an A-lister. A reality TV star is not an A-lister to me. And I find that they just get a bit above their station, like the way their demands, and I just find a lot of people in reality TV are very big-headed, and I don't like it. I know that I come from that background, but I don't necessarily agree with the way that a lot of reality TV stars carry on. I don't like it. I just like humble.
Well, prime example is Alex Reid. Look what he did to him. Do you know what I mean?
He's actually all right geezer though, because I've met him quite a few times, and he actually does seem quite nice.
Well, even when the fame got to him a little bit. Do you not think the fame got to him with the Katie Price?
Probably at the time, but I think it gets them all. I think it's just a funny industry. Like, yeah, you notice like a lot of stars that are up there and then go down there, they end up proper twisted and on drugs and stuff.
Why do you think that is? Because
I just think it's like the lack of, they're used to having so much attention that I don't know. Sorry, that Prosecco's me. Sorry.
We won't drink Prosecco.
I just think that where they've had so much attention, then it's took away from them. I think it messes them up in the head. Yeah. I think that a lot of that's like with actors as well, though.
What about you with like the page 3 and that as well? Because obviously, did they do page 3 now? Is it not still going?
No, it's not. It got took off.
So what about with you? What about like with you with the page 3? Obviously, bang, your page 3 and that, and do you know what I mean? You're in the papers.
I don't know, I just used to get on with it. I don't think I've ever really been big-headed. Well, I like to think I haven't.
No.
I don't think I have. People do say that I'm quite humble. So
well, I found you absolutely humble. I think you're grounded. You know what I mean?
Thank you.
I'm an ex-mental patient. You know what I mean? So,
and apparently I should be a mental patient, so don't worry.
That wasn't me, so that was our friends.
Yeah.
So what's that future holding? So we're going, is it the acting now? You sort of, is that what you want to do?
the auditions and stuff that I'm doing at the moment are for acting, and that is the way that I want to. There's no shelf life with acting. Do you know what I mean? Like they always need like old people. So you've got like you can go right up to the age of like 70, 80, 90 because they always need characters of all ages. But with modelling, I think I'm kind of done with that. Like I've got kids now. I wouldn't do that sort of I wouldn't do topless modelling or anything like that anymore. So yeah, no, it's more the acting, and if I've got a sensible TV show, then I'll do that as well.
What about Eastenders, like your sister? She's still here.
Yeah.
She's still in Eastenders. She's
Yeah, I think she's having a fling with Phil Mitchell at the minute. Yeah, I know.
Go on, Phil.
I would because it's like the good thing about that is I suppose it's regular work. You're going in to work and then you're coming out again, and it's just like regular. But a lot of acting.
For long, hasn't it?
She's been in. I don't know. It must be about like 20
I still remember the scene. It's do you know what's just come to me?
What?
Is it the one where I am your mum?
Oh yeah, with Zoe Slater.
That's it, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, well, I remember that.
Yeah.
It's got when I'm saying, no, it just comes to you, though, innit? You're like, yeah, I am your mother. Yeah. Alright, yeah, back on. It just comes to me then, innit? Old Eastenders, huh?
Oh yeah.
Would you ever do Eastenders?
Yeah. Probably would. Yeah. Why not? Yeah, I would.
Yeah. I wouldn't mind a bit of Eastenders.
No.
I think we should go for it. I think we should go for like the audition. We could be like, we could go on it. Yeah, we could be.
Or like brother and sister, or boyfriend girlfriend.
What are you saying? Big up Eastenders. I do like old Eastenders. We used to watch it when it was away.
It is good.
There's a time, could I? So you see like the people, and it's obviously a bit more real now, isn't it? Like going back to that, I want to keep going into it, but obviously it is a different world now with the trolling and like the people. I'm noticing it because obviously I'm getting it. Obviously I'm clashing with other people, and there's YouTube videos and all this, and it's so like what advice? Obviously because you had it hard, and you had it like with fucking the newspapers and all that. Like you've had it trolled on like shit said about you on another level.
Oh my god, yeah.
So like you're the best person to give advice because there is people that will watch and that like who probably are getting because they were saying like it's like schools. When you used to have a problem at school, you used to go home and that was the end of it. Now it's all over fucking like...
Yeah, and it doesn't get taken offline, That's the thing. Like it never... Someone's always got it screenshot or something. It is hard, especially like if you suffer with anxiety as well, because I've suffered like with panic attacks from like quite a young age, and then had really bad anxiety, and then when you know something's out there, it's like your stomach's just constantly churning. It's just like that constant sick feeling. But you get over it, and then you just got to keep being around your friends and family and people that love you, that just we know you're not like that, it's fine. But it's hard because you know that it's out there, and that's the head fucky thing, is that you know something's not true about you and it's going around, or someone's slandering you and it's going around, there's nothing you can do about it because it's on everyone's phone. You've just got to switch off. You've just got to be like so thick-skinned and just switch off from it. Like people talk so much shit about me, like say so many nasty things about me that aren't true, and I've just got to the point where I just think I can't deal with it. Like I just have to switch off from it and just go into my little cocoon of family life, like with the kids, and just ignore it and just be around your friends and family. That's all you can do.
Yeah.
But I know there's people out there that have had it a lot harder than me, and I've seen it like firsthand, like them going through it, and I think, geez, like that's worse than what I've had. Like it's especially like if people sell things on you that are not true and it's not your character, and then you get idiots message you going, you're like this, and it's just like you don't know me like authentically, you don't know me on a one-to-one level. Like if you knew me on a one-to-one level, you wouldn't be talking about me like that because it's not true. So you've just got to switch off from it. But generally when you go out, you're not going to have someone come up to you be horrible. Like generally they're interested, like, and they're nice, and then when they meet you they're like, oh, she's not actually like that. So
well, like I said, I didn't know much has gone on because I've been out of the world for so long, innit?
Yeah.
So I've just met you, obviously, do you know what I mean? Obviously today, and like spoken brief, and I think you're absolutely amazing. I think.
Oh,
do you know
thank
what I mean?
you.
You're humble and you're down to earth. Do you know what I mean? And obviously with everything you're doing, and obviously I wish you the best. And seeing the films and obviously what you got coming up now. Say that again. What you got coming up with the theatre?
Yeah, so I've had this theatre thing which is cabaret that is going around England, but I'm still waiting on dates from that.
Is that because of COVID? Why
yeah, because of COVID and the theatres.
Can you say what it's called? What can you say about it? So people be able to.
It's in Siesta Paris.
Siesta Paris.
Yeah.
I'm having a bit of that Siesta Paris.
Babe, do you know what?
I don't know why I'm thinking the accent. I don't know, but yeah, Siesta Paris.
Babe, I know this is really bad. I can't remember the name of it.
So it's not even called Siesta Paris.
I think it is.
I'm sitting here trying to do an accent
I know it's in French, and I can't remember the French name for it.
Oh shit! It's shite.
It's something like
French,
that.
Siesta
shit.
So
yeah,
I'm waiting for the dates and that, so you've got a big role in that in the theatre.
You could be seeing me pop up on some reality TV again this year, but we'll see.
Yeah.
Whatever pays the bills.
That's it. But also, you let me know with the theatre and that, and I'll come out, I'll come and watch the Siesta.
Yeah.
Siesta Paris. You know
yeah.
I mean?
It's a bit, it's what are they? Burlesque. Very burlesque. It's a lot of burlesque.
Yeah, listen, I'm saying, I don't mind coming and have a bit of that.
No, I bet you don't.
I'm sure the lads at the gym and that, they're smiling over there.
Yeah.
We'll be up. We'll come and watch. We like a bit of theatre, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
The whole art and that of it. Yeah, definitely. So what was the future holding that for you? So you got this?
Yeah, just want to be happy really. Just be with nice people, meet a nice man and just be happy. That's basically it.
Yeah. Let me ask you one thing before we do so.
Yeah.
You ever come across law of attraction?
Yeah.
What do you think about law of attraction?
I got heavily into it. I've read The Secret. I've watched the film The Secret. I think it's very true because if you've got a negative mind, it's going to go against you. But as soon as you're positive, I find good things come to you. So it's like the universe. I think whatever you put out in the universe comes back to you. So if you're going to put out negative, you're going to be a bully, you're going to get all that bad karma back. But if you put out positive and you do good things for people, not that you want anything in return, but I think that you will get good in the end.
I love that.
Yeah.
Love that.
So what do you think of law of attraction?
Well, I published a book called Law of Attraction.
I saw on your Instagram.
Yeah, I published the book. So it's changed my life. That's one of the reasons that made me change from everything I was doing.
Yeah.
It was similar to The Secret. The one I read was The Key to Living Law of Attraction.
Right.
That's when the book, you actually write your goals and that in it. And
yeah.
When I wrote all these goals, I'm just ticking them off and that.
So are you into Reiki and stuff like that? Like spiritual? Reiki? Because I went from I was reading Law of Attraction and stuff, and then I went on to spiritual awakenings and stuff, and I with your chakras and things
the chakras,
that. Yeah. And I think that has a lot to do with how you're feeling and that. But if you're down in the dumps, you don't seem to you won't attract it. But if you're upbeat, bubbly, positive, then I believe in the law of attraction.
No, 100%. I always like to ask people that, because it's one thing I always trying to promote and that as well.
Yeah.
You are what you attract, and do you know what I mean? Do you have any visualization goals? Have you ever visualized that? I
do, but I don't tell anyone what it is.
Why?
Because it's just my vision.
It's your vision?
It's my vision. Yeah. I visualise it because I just don't want to tell people and people be so I just don't tell them.
I told people I'm in a mental hospital, I was going to come out and be on Fight on TV and do all this and do that.
Yeah, but you are.
Yeah, I know.
I'll tell you when I do it.
Alright, and I'll be waiting. But Danielle, listen, I want to say thank you for coming on, man, today. It's been an absolute pleasure.
Thank you.
This has been one of the most bantery last and real podcasts I've done, man, so thank you so much.
Thank you for having me. Yeah. Cheers.
We're keeping it. I was going to hug you up.
Come on, then. Thank you.